Hi Scorpio, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing the monthly readings as well. So looking ahead at April, seeing what's going on for you. The energy is pretty crazy at the moment, guys, not easing up until the middle of April. So we are going to do this reading a little bit differently to the normal monthly readings. We're going to be looking at your demons as well, all right? Try to get all that transformative energy working in our favor rather than just holding us back to the past. All right. So make sure you do go back and check out the most recent shadow work reading as well. That one is a big one for that energy. And, you know, everyone that does leave a comment on that video, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. You'll actually get 2 entries on any comments on that video and an entry on any comments on other videos as well. We will be drawing that at Easter time, so keep an eye out. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of that. This week we are using the Crazy Sexy Love Notes Oracle. I also have the Kawaii Lenormand for the general portion. When we move a little bit deeper and start talking to your demons, Scorpio, we've got the Shadow Work Oracle. I've also got here the Rising Moon Lenormand and the Yes or No Oracle. And then I also actually have today the Lovers Oracle over here as well. We'll get a bit of a final check-in with as well. Okay, so getting sort of straight on into it for you, checking out for April, seeing what's going on for Scorpio. Most important energies for Scorpio, April 2025. Most important energy for Scorpio in April. We have give each other space. Okay, as well as nourish yourself. Taking care of yourself, Scorpio. When it says give each other space, I feel like for a lot of you, this is actually talking a little bit more about giving yourself some space as well. You know, I feel like I need to read this entire card out to you. These ones are quite long, but sometimes it's hard to work out our differences when we don't have enough space. So step back to create room for authentic conversations. So, you know, it talks about stepping back. So even if this is, you know, giving yourself some space, stepping back from, you know, the emotion that you're feeling, stepping back, you know, taking a bit more of an objective perspective on yourself so that you can work through that ish, have those deeper talks with yourself. Perhaps you need to consult with a therapist to guide you through the emotional thicket, or maybe you just need some new tools for healthy communication. Whatever it is, don't try to fix it straight away. Give each other space to, you know, learn and grow and nourish yourself. Yeah. So learning a little bit more about healthy communication through stepping back, allowing yourself, you know, that second to stop, breathe before we react emotionally, making sure we are stepping back and looking at the situation a little bit more objectively, whether this is with yourself or with others, you know, being a little bit more objective and taking that deep breath and working through what we actually want to say and how to do that in a healthy way rather than maybe reacting in ways that, you know, we may have in the past. All right, so giving yourself some space to think things through, think before you speak, I feel. Okay, Scorpio, important energy for Scorpio in April. What's the important energy for Scorpio in April 2025? Ooh, Scorpio, you're on a path you don't even realize. There's opportunities for the taking. We have the key here. The key opens new doors, new paths that you maybe haven't considered as much of walking through that door as what may actually lead to, positive for you. There's a lot of opportunity around you this month where you're being offered things that, yeah, once again, you may have had these on offer for a while, and you've just sort of not realize the extent of the success that you could have by walking through that door. This also does talk about opening up a little bit more. I do feel as though for a lot of you, this is opening up your heart space a little bit more so that we can actually take those opportunities and allow ourselves good things. Allowing yourself that opportunity to, have those good opportunities and see those good opportunities. I feel like some of you have all these opportunities around you and you're just not even seeing them as opportunities, because, just because you're not opening up to the possibility that this could actually be everything you wish for. We have the stars there, your dreams, your desires, whether they're the ones you admit to or not, Scorpio. They're well within reach, okay? These opportunities are leading you directly to your wishes coming true. Walking through these doors, you're going to have the success that you wish for, that you hope for. It's your destiny. It's your destiny, baby. We have the cross there. For a lot of you, you are opening up a lot more spiritually as well this month. You may find yourself very, very connected to spiritual growth stuff this month, and starting to learn a little bit more about that, following the path of spirituality, or following the path of your own soul, wanting to be a little bit more connected spiritually to yourself and to people around you and the world around you in general. Wanting having faith and hope in yourself, both coming through very, very strongly with the star and the cross together. That is actually like destiny is in store for you here, Scorpio. And the key opens the door, the floodgates, really, to your destiny. This is part of your destiny. It's your destiny to have these wishes come true. You just don't know it yet. I feel for a lot of you, you don't trust it yet. But this is about the more that you build faith in yourself, the more that you trust yourself and have faith that good things can happen. Good things are going to happen for you. The more they will, the more that those doors will open, or the more that you'll be like, oh, maybe actually that is an opportunity I should consider. So definitely some big energy for you, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, the demons you're facing at the moment. So which demons does Scorpio need to, get under control, versus which demons can Scorpio utilize to empower them, strengthen them? The demon that you need to control. There we go. The demon that you... Wow, flying at me. Throwing those ones at me. Okay, Scorpio. The demon that we need to control, that we need to rein in a little bit here, is the demon of insecurity. Yeah? Feeling unworthy, feeling as though, you have a lot of doubt and uncertainty and anxiety. It's very interesting that this is actually very, very linked to the demon that you can actually use to empower you here as well. So they're both sort of coming from the same thing, because the demon that I'll show you straight away here, the demon that can empower you this month is your own fear. It's the uncertainty. It's the insecurity that, am I even worth this? Am I worth that? Am I worth having these opportunities? Maybe that's why you're not seeing some of them, because you deep down, there's a part of you that feels insecure about whether you're worth that wish being in your lap, whether you deserve that opportunity. The insecurity card does say your worth is intrinsic and unchanging. What does that mean, Michelle? That means that you are a soul, just like every single other one of us here, that your value is intrinsic and unchanging. You are just as valuable, just as worthy as everybody else is. Stop telling yourself that you're not. What makes you different to anybody else? Why would you be worthless when everybody else, is worthy of love, happiness, success? We're as worthy as we allow ourselves to be, Scorpio, and our value is unchanging. There's no dollar value that you can put on your own soul. And if we did, do you know what? My soul would be just as valuable as Elon Musk's soul, whose would be just as valuable as Ed Gein. First serial killer I could think of. Ted Bundy, that's a popular one. I always want to say Charles Manson, because I always had a thing with Charles Manson when I was a kid. I was like, ugh. And then I wonder why my kid is obsessed with horror stuff. And it's like, when I was a young teenager, I was like, oh, Charles Manson, I'm really interested in learning more about serial killers and Charles Manson and all this stuff. I don't know why, but maybe it's just because of Marilyn Manson. I was really into the music of Marilyn Manson when I was a teenager as well. And it was just the name Manson. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm all over this. Anyway, a lot of us girlies love the true crime stuff. Yeah, so it's just a part of our nature. At this point, I think. But yeah, just because of the choices that these people have made in their lives doesn't make them any more or less valuable on a soul level. We all get judged the same at the end. We all end up in the same place. Okay, so the one that you can control is your fear. Are you going to allow that to continue to let you believe that you're unworthy, that your fears stop you from living your best life and finding success for yourself in this life, in whatever area that is that you're wanting the most, whether it be love, career, money, family, friendships, whatever that is for you personally. You're holding yourself back. You need to use this fear to empower you and drive you. If I'm afraid that that's going to work out badly, what if I thought the opposite? What if I flipped it on its head and looked at it from the other perspective? And the things that I'm afraid of, do you know why I'm afraid of them the most? Because they mean something. It means, if I'm afraid that it's going to end badly, that means that deep down it means something to me, and I don't want it to end badly. I don't want to put hope into something that's going to end badly, but you know what? You don't know how it's going to end until you try. Face your darkness. It's the only way to find the light. So facing the things that scare you the most, facing your fears, and these are fears on a intrinsic value, not on a I'm scared of spiders level. We're looking at your fears like, I'm scared of love because I've been hurt. It's a very, very common fear. People are unwilling to let their walls down and let people in because they're so scared of being hurt again. But if you don't let those walls down, because it's like, you don't know what the future holds. You could be hurt again. Not going to lie, 50-50. Could be hurt again. But you could also be missing out on the best thing you've ever had in your whole entire life. You could be missing out on that wish fulfillment. You could be missing out on your destiny, your true destiny here, Scorpio. The opportunity that you turn down out of fear may actually be the wish, the dream come true, the destiny that was supposed to be yours. Are you going to allow fear to stop you? Up to you, your choice. Free will exists. What else does Scorpio need to know in regard to their demons? What does Scorpio need to know in regard to their demons, please? The Fox. It's actually coming through very interestingly here for you. Normally, the main thing I would be telling you with the fox energy is independence and, doing whatever you need to do for you, taking care of yourself, which, it's still talking about that, but it's actually pointing me in the direction of the fox energy. It does also connect very strongly to the kitsune energy from Japanese folklore, which is shapeshifter energy, like shifting your shape to suit the situation. That if this shape is not working for this situation, I need to shapeshift into this other thing, and then get my way, kind of energy. It's your intelligence, Scorpio, using your intelligence to, rather than your emotions, to make you realize what you need to do about the situation. And I feel like it's got to do with the fear here, because your fear is holding you back for sure. And it's about using your intelligence. You're too smart to want your wishes not come true because your fear is holding you back from that. It's kind of like your intelligence. I'm kind of getting you like saying to yourself, I'm smarter than this. I can work this out so that I can get everything I want out of life. I'm smarter than this. I can do this. Standing up for yourself, against yourself a little bit here, Scorpio. Being clever. A little bit of like tricking yourself into it a little bit too. I'm getting a little bit of tricking yourself into it here, with that energy that, the fox is a bit of a trickster energy, like Loki out of mythology as well. That trickster energy. Sometimes if you need to trick yourself into making the right decisions for your long term, is it a wrong? Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like, just the example that's coming to mind here is like, if you're trying to, control your weight and lose weight, you can trick your brain when you're hungry, right? You can trick your brain into thinking that, oh, I'm going to go and have a glass of water. Every time I feel hungry, I'm going to go and drink a glass of water. And then, that actually kind of tricks your body and your brain into thinking you're fuller than you are. Maybe not, maybe those, because the water fills up your stomach a little bit, but also, you're delaying the process a little bit here. You're telling yourself that I cannot go and have food until I have had that glass of water and allowed that to settle, and then I'll reconsider and see if I'm still hungry. Yeah, so it's kind of tricking your brain a little bit, tricking your body a little bit. So I feel like you might need to do that with a few things, especially the fears that you're facing. You may need to sort of trick your little self, Scorpio. But we have the stars and the book coming through here. The next chapter is a mystery. It's these wishes, they're coming in, they're going to lead you to, this is part of your story, it's part of your destiny. It's the same message over again. This is part of your true destiny here, Scorpio. Don't allow your fear to stop you from taking it and starting this brand new chapter in yourself, in your life. Okay. The future is a mystery. What's that saying? The past is history and tomorrow is a mystery. We don't know what's going to happen. Don't allow fear stop you from finding out, basically, because we regret 1,000% of the opportunities that we don't take. So you never know what could have been until you actually try, until you actually, open yourself up to take that chance. All right, so, having a look here, Scorpio. There's one affirmation Scorpio needs to know for April. It is, bet on it. You can bet on it, Scorpio. You can bet on it. If you beat your fear, you can bet on these wishes coming true. Yeah, we've had the wish card coming through twice for your April. You can bet on it. You can bet on it. You can bet on this destiny. You can bet on your wishes being able to come into fruition for you this month. It's all up to you and your choices, and allowing your fear to take over or not. So what do you choose, Scorpio? Putting everyone on the spot this month, not going to lie. Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know in regard to love for April? Scorpio, April. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So don't forget to embrace your inner passion this month. You are being quite magnetic and seductive this month. You might find a lot of people drawn to you, especially when you start. I'm scared of this, and I'm going to go and do it anyway. You're going to find that people get drawn to that energy. We also have freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Oh, and soulmate on the bottom of that. There might be a possible soulmate romance for you there. It's just facing these fears, Scorpio. More than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. If you leave a comment on the video, you will go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. And hopefully I'll see you all again soon.